Alright, hello everybody, welcome back to Historian Stitch. We are doing a Fashion Friday today, and I get to use a new toy that is a camera. But basically what we're talking about today is something relatively new to me. I made the jacket version of a waistcoat last year about this time for Frontier Culture Museum in Stanton. And it didn't go overtly well, but I also didn't have an actual pattern to go by or the knowledge to go with it. I still don't really have either, but we're trying again in my own time and my own terms of making a waistcoat, which I didn't realize there were so many different versions of, because in order to do this, I decided I'm going to sit down and I'm going to do research first, and I have been for almost a month now. Started with just the 18th century shirts and what was proper and what wasn't, and I have one almost finished because I took a 19th century men's shirt pattern and went, we're going to tweak it here and do this different. But once I get that done, I am making a waistcoat, and from what I can understand, waistcoats have been around for centuries, essentially, because the term waistcoat was used in the 1600s, even. At some point, I have currently lost my notebook that has all of this information written down. The term vest came into play in 1660 some, and then it kind of dissipated again until the 19th century, which is the 1800s. But you have waistcoats, and you've got vests, and you've got jackets, and all three of those terms mean the same thing, with the exception of the jacket and the waistcoat, depending on your class and what it's made of and who is wearing it. Basically, from what I've gathered, a waistcoat is the sleeveless version of a jacket, both of which have far less skirting to it. And yes, when I say skirting, I mean skirting. There is yards of extra material in these coats and jackets and waistcoats that looks ridiculous, but also gives the figure that they wanted at the time. So yeah, that's kind of what that is my upcoming project, and 1700s is seemingly going to be my upcoming projects for the year, because after I take this lovely linen cobalt blue, I love this stuff already, once I get that turned into a waistcoat, there will be a jacket somewhere along the way, possibly, and likely pants just for the hell of it. But I also got material to make a set of stays, which I've never done 1700s stays before. Stays being the older version of a corset, and I'm hoping to make it so that it's just solid in the front with just the one opening in the back to lace, but I'm not sure yet because I'm trying to do 1750s. So a lot more research is going into that part specifically, and then along with that, probably a whole new wardrobe for 1700s. We'll see what happens. And yeah, I think that's basically it for our Fashion Friday. I will probably keep talking about this for a while, and just keep updating everyone as I go along. If you are on Facebook and follow us on Facebook, you need to go look here soon, because the corset that I started in June or July, I believe, for Miss Naomi is almost done. I'm super excited. All I have left to do is hem the edges and then put grommets in. Technically, it should be stitched holes for the lacing to go through, but we decided that since it's going to be a working corset, it needs the metal grommets so that it doesn't fall apart as quickly. So yeah, look for updates on that, and there will be at least 2 19th century shirts, and then an 18th century shirt that'll be posted, and then eventually the basis for the pattern making and chaos that goes with this sucker. So, I believe that's it. There is a blooper reel up on YouTube. You'll have to go straight there to find it. If you don't already follow, please follow the page. If you have any questions, please ask, and I am always up for suggestions, so with that, everybody stay safe, everybody have a good rest of your day, and may next week not prove as insane as this past.